Hey Couch Surfers, Brandon here. So, as you know if you've seen Austin's last video, this week our topic is our favorite YouTubers. Now, Austin decided to do his top 5 favorite YouTubers. I decided to go a little extra and do my top 7. You know, 7 wonders of the ancient world, 7 being a perfect number, all of that bullshit. Plus, I couldn't pick between 3 of them, so 7. The first YouTuber on the list is Cinemassacre, James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd. Now, when I was first really getting into YouTube, I didn't even know about the angry video game nerd, but I saw James Rolfe's 300 video special, where he goes through and he kind of explains the history of him in video making and how when he was a kid he'd make homemade movies on his camera and all of that stuff, and I really resonated with that. I connected with that quite a bit, because I remember in my younger days, me and my friend Aaron would get together in the basement, occasionally with some of our other friends, and we'd make little homemade movies and stuff like that, mostly just ripping off different video games and cartoons and movies that we've seen. But that really resonated with me, and that's one of the videos I watch if I'm looking for inspiration. And then, of course, I discovered that James Rolfe also did the angry video game nerd, and it was all uphill from there. For as long as I can remember, I've been a gamer, and I've definitely played games where just as I'm playing them, I'm tearing them apart because they are so bad. And to see James go the extra mile with that and make an entire series and an entire character about that, you know, it made me laugh my ass off. So James Rolfe is number 7. So me and Austin share 2 people in common in our top lists, and here's the first one, xephil. Much like Austin, xephil was one of the first big YouTubers I got into. He was one of my huge inspirations. Even to this day, I am a massive fan of him. Obviously, he's on my top 7 list, and he still inspires me to this day. Seeing that he's made a video 5 times a week, plus all of the side channels that he's involved in, plus the fact that he runs 4humanpeoples.com, xephil is a really good example of a YouTuber who was able to turn his YouTubing into a business, who used it to create a lot of incredible things, whether they be different shirts and posters or other channels. And that's something I really look up to, because that's something I'd like to do. I'd really like for YouTube to be the gateway to me being able to do more awesome stuff, whether it be starting new channels with awesome people, much like this channel, or finding creative people to make awesome shirts and stuff like that, or wherever it takes me. You know, Philip DeFranco is one of my inspirations, and obviously my 6th favorite YouTuber. Number 5 is the GameGrumps. Now, if you guys have seen GameGrumps, I don't need to say anything else. If you guys haven't seen GameGrumps, basically, the GameGrumps is a Let's Play channel run by Aaron, who is known as Ecoraptor on YouTube, and Danny Sexbang, who is the lead singer for Ninja Sex Party. A few months ago, JonTron was on the channel. They're just one of the funniest channels I've encountered in a very long time. If I'm in a shitty mood, all I have to do is click on a GameGrumps video, and by the end of it, I am in a fantastic mood. They've definitely helped mold the way I do Let's Plays. I kind of focus less on backstory and shit like that, and try and focus a little bit more on the comedy. So, yeah, GameGrumps, number 5. Number 4 is the VlogBrothers. Now, the VlogBrothers, Hank and John Green, they have been making videos consistently for, what's it been, 5 years, 6 years now? And the reason why they're on the list is because some of their videos are extremely educational, whether they're talking about the political situation in Syria or other news stories, or they can be completely goofy. For example, they have an entire video series based on explaining the strange mating rituals of different animals. And much like Philip DeFranco, they've also used their YouTube success to do a lot of incredible things. Scishow, being one of them, Crash Course being one of them, both of those being educational channels, raising a shit ton of money for charity, and the This Star Won't Go Out Fund, all the work that they've done with that. And of course you can't really mention the VlogBrothers without mentioning that they, specifically Hank, are the creative minds behind VidCon. VlogBrothers are number 4. Now, the next 3, it is impossible for me to pick which one of these 3 is my favorite. So, the next 3 are all tied. I'm just going to read them in alphabetical order. And the first one out of those 3, you knew I was going to mention you, dude, is definitely Evolving Sideways. Or, as you guys would know him, Austin. Austin, your videos are absolutely impeccable, as I've told you on a number of occasions, so I'm gonna try and keep this short and sweet. Your vlog-style videos are usually both very funny and very insightful. The stories that you read always get my mind jogging and occasionally give me the creeps. The creepier, Slender-style videos that you've done have always succeeded in giving me the willies. You make incredible things, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm happy to be on a channel with you. I am extremely excited to be working with you. You already know this. Let's just go to the next one. And the next one is the second pick I share with Austin, and that would be Nicole Vicious is Dead. There's really not a whole lot to say that Austin hasn't already said, so I'm going to try and keep this one short and sweet as well. Nicole is a YouTuber who is not afraid to speak her mind. She picks a topic, usually one that's near and dear to her heart, and she talks about it, no bullshit, no filter, just her opinion. And that's something I appreciate a lot. It's something that you don't really get that much in YouTubers. Even for a guy like me, like 90%, 99% of what I say is exactly what I mean, but to some extent I still play a character over on my main channel. You don't get that with Nicole. Her videos are her. Just straight her. And I don't see that a lot with YouTubers, so that's Nicole. And the last one. If you guys know anything about me, you already know that this guy was going to make it on the list. This guy, the final guy on my list, is Pat Doesn't. Pat Doesn't is a comedy YouTuber. He does skit videos every week. Occasionally he'll switch it up by doing something a little more serious. But 90% of the stuff on his channel is various skits. I originally discovered him through a channel called Your Favorite Collab, which also featured Riley from the Microwave Show, fun fact. And I subscribed to him when he had under 100 subscribers. He had maybe 3 videos up, and it has been a pleasure watching him grow and watching him become better at his craft and watching him become funnier and all of this stuff. Were it not for Pat Doesn't, I would have never done the Fatty in the Hat channel. I probably wouldn't be doing skit-based comedy on occasion. Pat Doesn't has been a colossal inspiration. Pat Doesn't is the final guy on this list. This video turned out to be way longer than I planned on it being. It's almost 11 minutes right now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut the video off here. That's my top 7 YouTubers. In the comments, go ahead and let me know, who are some of your favorite YouTubers? Be sure to leave topics for me and Austin to talk about in the description. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Austin, I'll see you when I see you.